Which Trek movie featured the first entirely CG sequence in film history? Jason.
Generations. No. I know exactly which one it is, and
I love the realization moment.
The words left his mouth and he said,
Welcome back to Eat, Sleep, Nerd. In this episode, we are playing a Star Trek trivia game. It's in the format of Jeopardy, but we're going to play with some Eat, Sleep, Nerd rules.
What's the game called, Corey? What's the game called?
JeoNerdy.
There you go.
We're playing JeoNerdy this episode.
JeoNerdy.
I'm your game show host, Corey Winter. Our contestants in this episode, we got Jason Summer.
Sup?
Wow.
We got Brett Art.
Hey.
We got Josh Winter.
Engage.
We got Christian James.
You shall die.
Wow.
my God.
There's a lot happening.
And Cynthia Taylor /Winters. Don't know when this episode's coming out.
Love that.
So,
Let's just hyphenate until the episode comes out.
Are we assuming she's going to take your name? You should take her name.
You
That's
should
progressive.
assume that it's correct.
so Corey Taylor, leader of Slipknot. All right.
Or you could just combine them and be Tater.
Love
I
it.
vote for that.
Yep. I know. Announce for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. Tater.
Love.
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
This wedding is taking a turn.
Let's go, Spud.
So Star Trek, you know it, you love it. We played this recently with Star Wars. It's a Jeopardy style game. It's the whole thing where it's point values from 100 to 500. We have 6 different categories. You pick a category at random, and then you try to guess what the answer of the question is. But we're going to jumble up the rules a little bit just to make it a little bit more Eat, Sleep, Nerd friendly. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pick the category at random.
Oh my.
And then using these buzzers that all of them have, we'll be determining who actually gets to answer the question first. Does that make sense?
I'm with
you.
It's a straightforward trivia game, just it
Yeah.
looks like Jeopardy. JeoNerdy.
So it's not really playing with Jeopardy rules.
Nah.
Got it. Okay.
Do we
We don't
have
get
to
to pick-
answer in the form of a question?
You get bonus points if you do.
Oh,
Okay.
Are you
Not
going to
really.
keep up
No.
with that? Yeah.
No.
Okay.
So before we dive in, before
Janeway.
we engage, I want to know level of Star Trek knowledge amongst the crew here. That was I
Nice.
didn't mean to do
Nice.
that. So
Nicely done.
what's our level of knowledge of Star Trek?
I would say I'm between intermediate and advanced.
Okay.
I'm a red shirt.
Oh,
No.
So I watched it a lot growing up, and then I was in a Star Trek series, and then after that,
I forgot that.
I stopped watching. So it's like, there might be some cobwebs up there. We'll see what happens.
It's in space, right?
Space, yes.
And Josh, you?
Says the game master of the Star Trek D&D, basically.
Oh, yeah, we play that. So if you
Yeah.
haven't tuned into
Yeah.
our Star Trek Adventures tabletop role-playing game series, it's on a little bit of a back burner right now, but it's still coming back. We got our 3rd episode coming out soon. We have a whole playlist, Star Trek Adventures, on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@EatSleepNerd. The playlist, if you scroll down on our homepage, it's just called Star Trek Adventures. Did a whole episode where we made our characters. Did a whole episode where we just talked about how you actually play the game. We have now done 2 episodes where we actually just played the game. Our 3rd episode is coming soon. So more Star Trek stuff on our channel that you can go find
Yes.
and enjoy. But Josh, overall knowledge of Star Trek.
If you ask me, I would say it's really good. If you ask the comment section, they would disagree.
Ah,
All right.
Ah,
Well.
yes. He old burns.
Then we got
Yes.
Cynthia over there.
I'd say mine is uneven. Like basic knowledge, I'm probably okay, probably a little better than I think just by like osmosis kind of and just being exposed to various and assorted Star Treks. About Voyager, I'm probably pretty good. But overall, Star Trek, especially like the original series, kind of shaky, to be honest. But I might surprise myself.
You were the one excited to play this game.
Yeah, I am excited.
Okay. Cool.
Don't apply logic to it.
Not
it
going
won't
to.
work.
All right.
She's rising to the challenge. I
Yeah.
love
I
it.
love that.
We
she's
saw what
going the
happened with
distance.
Star Wars.
She's going for speed.
Nice. See,
Oh my
I
goodness.
understand that.
She's all
So-
alone. All alone.
All right.
Time-
So just like Jeopardy, we do have categories that we'll be playing. Our 6 categories are
First try.
Engage. This is about ships and weapons in Star Trek.
Okay.
Good category.
We have the Trek effect. These are questions about Trek in real life. So how Star Trek has had impressions on the real world.
Oh,
Cool.
nice.
That's a cool one.
We have Beyond the Stars. This is going to be about the production and behind the scenes stuff of
Oh
Star Trek.
my.
Okay, that one could be a hard one.
We have Oh Captain, My Captain, about various captains in the Star Trek universe.
I would never have guessed that.
And then Starfleet's Finest. This is about the bridge crew.
Okay.
So there you go.
I like these.
I didn't
Did you
count.
do this?
There's one more.
Oh.
First Contact. This is about the aliens in the universe.
I
I'm
like
even-
these.
I'm-
Did you do this?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Proud of
even
you.
more excited now than I already was.
I'm
This is
gonna
great.
bomb
Good
this.
job.
Also,
That's for Patrick.
in the way that Josh would present this, First Contact score is factually the best score.
I'm not even going to make. I agree.
Right.
Like,
That
it is factually
factually
correct.
All right. So there is a timer on the buzzers. They can't actually use the buzzers until I hit go.
Doesn't do anything.
Doesn't do anything. So I'm going to
It does
encourage you
light up.
guys to wait until they light up.
You can
Okay.
encourage us all you want. We're not going to do it.
Okay.
Get
So
twitchy,
just
I
to
get nervous.
demonstrate, they light up. Okay. So, oh, because you already busted.
Yeah. Don't press it.
Here we go. I'm going to pick these out random. So we're going to
Okay.
start somewhere in the middle. So how about 300 Beyond the Stars? Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Let's do it.
In Gene Roddenberry's original treatment of Star Trek, what was the name of the starship? Josh,
Constitution.
incorrect.
Damn.
Just for funsies, we'll give like 2 tries on each of these. Jason,
Was it the Reliant?
it was not.
Okay.
The correct answer was
Mm.
Starship Yorktown.
So this was a mid one. This is mid.
Yeah, this is mid. This is mid.
Okay.
So that kind of gives you an idea.
Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. So
Hmm.
that was 300 Beyond the Stars. Let's go a little bit easier.
I feel like that's
Okay.
probably one of the harder categories,
Do you need
though.
to reset?
Oh, yeah, good one.
Okay.
So, how about 100 Engage? What type of weapons technology does a phaser use? Jason,
Compressed energy.
incorrect. So, what type of weapons technology does a phaser use? Sorry. Cynthia,
Light.
you know what? I'll give it to you.
Of course you would.
Particle beam weapons.
You
What?
shouldn't have given me that.
Particle
No,
beam. That's
no,
that's
you
You
live.
should
shouldn't.
have.
That's-
I
no.
reject
Not.
those points.
There's an entire debate in science whether light is particle
Yeah,
or
I
a beam.
reject, I reject those points.
Like-
Fine.
Like,
I
I
like
love
how there's
you,
no
but I
favoritism
reject
being
it.
shown here.
I rejected my own points, Jason.
I was not talking about you, Cynthia.
I'm so
Why
happy
is
to
the
be
floor
here.
wet, Todd?
That's a Christmas vacation reference for some reason. All right, let's hop on over to captains. We all know our captains, right? So,
Sure,
how about
Maybe.
Yeah.
captains for 200? What type of pet does Captain Archer have on Enterprise?
He definitely got it though.
Jason,
It's a beagle, a dog.
it is a beagle.
Cool. I was gonna say a cat, so your guess was way.
So Jason
better.
gets 200 points.
Nice.
Nice. How about first contact for 100? The question is, what species was the first to discover warp drive? Josh.
Vulcans.
Vulcans is correct.
Nice.
Ooh. I'm honestly here for educational purposes more than anything. Like straight up.
All right, let's hop on over to the Trek effect. So how about Trek effect for 200? The prompt is, what was Star Trek the motion when was Star Trek the motion picture released? What year?
Oof.
Mm.
Star Trek the motion picture. Jason.
God, I'm gonna have to say that was 79.
1979 is correct.
Nice.
200 points to Jason.
Oh my God, I'm the same age as Star Trek the motion picture.
All right, let's just finish out the category. So Starfleet's finest, about bridge crew. So Starfleet's finest for 100. The prompt is, Data had a cat. What is its name? Jason, you're on it. What is it?
Spot.
Spot is correct.
Been funny if it was
You must pet
Data.
him and tell him he is
No.
a good kitty.
Data is his name. Data is not.
Oof.
You must
All
pet
right.
him and tell him he is a good kitty.
Bless you.
you.
Thank you.
And that's right. You must tell him he's a good kitty.
You must tell him he's a good kitty.
All right. Engage for 400. The question is, which ship did Lieutenant Commander Data command during the blockade of Romulan ships in 2368?
Oh, that's a good question. Wow.
Kind of a mouthful, too.
Yeah.
I know exactly what episode you're
Yeah.
talking about.
He didn't look good in red.
He stayed in yellow, I thought.
Mm-mm. Pretty sure.
I don't know the name of it.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I could tell you what happened in the episode and how it turned out, but I can't tell
The
you
answer
name of the
was
show. Sutherland.
the Sutherland, USS Sutherland.
The old Kiefer.
Eh.
All right. Next question. Let's do Starfleet's finest for 300. Which Star Trek series had a female chief engineer? Cynthia.
Star Trek Voyager.
Star Trek Voyager is correct.
B'Elanna
Girl.
Torres.
Mhm.
She was a
Did
hottie.
it.
300
Yeah.
points for Cynthia. Let's get some shout outs. Where should we go next?
Beyond the Stars 100.
Do we agree?
Sure.
Sure.
Beyond the Stars for 100. The prompt is NBC rejected the pilot for Star Trek. What famous comedian got them to take another look?
Damn.
Jason.
Lucy from I Love Lucy.
Give it to him. It's correct.
I'll accept that. Lucille Ball. Lucille Ball. So, Jason.
Yes.
Nice.
I did not know that. That's
Yeah,
cool.
she even paid for part of the
Yeah.
reshoots.
I feel like I knew that
That's
at a point.
awesome.
Yeah,
I
if
feel
it
like
were
you
not
told me that
up
at
with
one point.
If it were not for Lucille Ball, there would be no Star Trek.
Mhm.
That's amazing.
Wow.
Thank you, Lucille Ball.
Mhm.
All right, next question. Let's do a hard one. Oh, Captain, my Captain, for 500. The first
Let's
500
go.
point question so far. The question is, what type of fish does Captain Picard keep in his ready room? Jason.
Goldfish.
Incorrect.
Do we lose points if we get it wrong? Going all in.
Cynthia.
Koi.
We're circling the drain? I don't know. Josh.
It's an angelfish.
I don't know how close we're getting out no fish,
Yeah.
but that's incorrect.
Oh.
I'm told it's a lionfish.
I was
I wasn't gonna guess
about
that.
to guess, as a joke, I was about to guess a lionfish.
Well, you should really stick to your guns.
My guns are usually stupid, but it was going to be right.
Hey,
Twice.
you're an American. Your guns are never stupid.
Ha.
I'm so happy to be here.
All right. Let's move on to another middle one. So how about engage for 300? What ship is Sulu assigned when he's promoted to captain? Jason.
Excelsior.
Excelsior is correct.
Oh,
300 points to Jason.
Nice.
An incident.
How about first contact for 200? What is the Klingon homeworld? Sorry, I forgot to. Sorry. I think Josh had that one. I
Yeah, he did.
didn't actually have the thing started
He was
yet.
so
but-
determined. He was like, I am getting this.
Kronos.
I'm assuming that's how you pronounce that.
Yes.
Starts
Yeah.
with a Q.
Mhm.
Huh?
It's also spelled Krons too.
Where's the R?
It's spelled. In English, it's spelled.
It would be Kronos.
Kronos.
Yeah.
How about we go to first contact for 400? The prompt is, which of the following was not a founding species of the United Federation of Planets? Andorians, Tellarites, Bajorans, and Fulcans.
Brit.
Brit.
Bajorans.
On the board.
Got it. 400 points.
I actually did know that.
Nice.
Wow. Look at me. Make sure you make sure you reset.
Let's move over to the Trek effect again. So let's do the Trek effect for 100. According to the results from the 2013 Star Trek convention, what was the 7th best Star Trek film ever? Josh.
The one Shatner directed.
Incorrect.
5. Star Trek 5.
Correct.
Damn.
7th one.
Christian.
7th one.
Hang on. Let me a minute.
Is it right?
The 7th best Star Trek.
Now, as a reminder, this is
This is right before the Abrams movies.
this is
No.
this is a fan
Right.
survey.
So
I'm-
2009 was when Star Trek.
Oh, yeah, that's
came-
right.
came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm confused by this question. Why do we care about what the 7th best Star Trek film was?
That is kind of a.
That's kind of the point.
Like, I can't get past
Hang on.
that.
You guys know the answer to this, I promise. We've talked about it before. Cynthia.
Wrath of Khan.
Incorrect.
Wrath of Khan is the number
Jason.
1.
I know. That's I know.
Maybe the motion picture.
Incorrect. So the answer was Galaxy Quest.
Wow.
I dispute that. As much as I understand what the point is, I get it, but
Josh is over there grinning. Like,
Because I agree. But actually, honestly, I'd put it higher up on the list.
great movie. Excellent love letter to Star Trek.
Minors, not minors, you idiot.
oh, Captain, my Captain.
They're so small.
He's wheezing.
It's a great joke.
Just go, Corey. Just go.
Oh, Captain, my Captain for 300. Which Star Trek captain has an artificial heart? Jason.
Captain Jean-Luc Picard.
Jean-Luc Picard is correct.
Did not know that.
Tapestries is the
Yeah.
episode,
He got stabbed in the heart in a bar fight
He
because
did.
Jean-Luc Picard is a badass.
right?
Honestly.
All right, I'd say we're about halfway through. So the points as they stand, we got Cynthia and Josh tied for 3rd place. Britt in 2nd place with 400, and Jason with 1,200 points.
Where you at, Christian?
Christian.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Christian told me that he's just happy to be here.
Reset.
All right, let's do Starfleet's finest for 200. What is Sulu's primary position on the USS Enterprise? Jason.
Comms. Helm. Com.
That
Is that the same thing?
No, it's not
No.
because they had a comms officer.
Okay.
She was way cuter than Sulu.
Oh my.
The hell.
Actually,
On the
board. That's
I
crap.
saw him clicking it before I reset it, so I'm going to let him have it.
You know what? That's totally fine.
Let him be on the board.
Yeah.
Get off the board, Christian.
I meant con, honestly, but I didn't misspeak. So.
Oh,
And I don't know if con still fits helmsman, but that's what I meant to say was con.
He has the con.
Right. Yeah.
Well, no, because that's who's in charge.
Con.
When you have the con, you're in charge of the
Have to-
bridge. So really, you're wrong all the way around.
that's where my brain would be.
I'm just saying that, like, maybe my answer was a little closer to correct, but it was still wrong.
First Contact for 300. Which next generation species was meant to be introduced as a replacement for Klingons as a major enemy? Jason.
Ferengi.
Ferengi is correct. Was that going to be your guess too?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mm.
everyone knows it.
Not me.
No, no, they don't.
But they found that they were too silly.
Gonna-
They ended up being too silly looking, and they're like, no, never mind.
Beyond the Stars for 500.
Okay.
Dun-
All right, let's do it.
Which character was named after a pilot that Gene Roddenberry had met during World War II?
Absolutely no idea.
I'll give you a hint. It is a major character. This is not an offbeat character. It's a major character.
Can you give us a hint?
Josh?
Go for it, Josh.
Montgomery Scott.
Incorrect.
Damn.
I'll let Jason have that one. Jason?
I'm going to say William, not William, Captain Kirk. James Kirk.
Incorrect.
Okay.
So, the answer was Khan.
Yeah, that one.
All right.
I
Good
never
and
would've
nicely
thought
done,
that.
Josh.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that was good.
Yes.
That was good. That was good. The Trek effect for 300. Excuse me,
Whatever you're feeling, man.
300.
Yeah.
Thanks to Trek fans, NASA named a space shuttle Enterprise. What was it going to be called before?
I don't remember.
Ooh.
Mm.
Probably something lame.
Christian,
Romulus?
incorrect.
Trekkies would have let it slide.
Sorry. Jason,
Was it Intrepid?
incorrect.
Hmm.
Look at one more guess.
If it was Columbia, I'm going to be pissed.
Josh, I feel like you should know it.
I don't. I mean, it's
Yeah.
probably rattling around up there, but I don't remember it. I do
Ooh,
not
You're
recall.
getting warm.
I was using context clues.
You're getting warm.
Jefferson.
The answer was Constitution.
George Washington was my guess.
Constitution. I love the collective.
I think it's like, oh, that's interesting information we didn't know.
Of course it was.
Yeah, of course it
yes.
was, right.
Oh, Captain, my Captain. For 100. What is Captain Kirk's middle name?
Hold on, that was not fun. Look, it's
I
fine
definitely saw yours light up green, but somehow it got overwritten by Jason.
because you hadn't started it. So I guess I
Oh.
was early, but
I
you
guess
also
so.
hadn't started it on time. It's fine.
Jason.
Tiberius.
Tiberius is correct.
That's a horrible name.
Sorry, sweetheart.
And then he
fine.
died.
He did.
Engage for 200. What was the first ship James T. Kirk served on? Josh.
The Farragut.
The Farragut is correct.
Nicely done. Nicely done. Where do you remember that bit of knowledge from?
Actually, Strange New Worlds. Because he beams over from the Farragut.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And after he leaves to come aboard the Enterprise, La'an becomes first officer on the Farragut.
I wasn't going to be able to pull that knowledge out, but if I had, I would have remembered it from the 2009 Star Trek movie. Like very beginning, they just mentioned.
Yeah, the
he was
Farragut's
going
in
to,
there.
You're assigned
Yeah.
to the Farragut. And
Uh-huh.
she's like, no. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
But I was not
Yeah.
going to be able to pull that out.
Let's finish off the smaller point one. So, Beyond the Stars for 200. Which Trek movie featured the first entirely CG sequence in film history? Jason.
Generations. No. I know exactly which one it is. And God,
Leave it in. It's PG-13. We get one.
I know what it is. Damn it.
That's incorrect.
Yeah, I know what it is. I'll tell you. If it comes back around, I'll answer it.
Anyone? Josh.
Wrath of Khan.
Wrath of Khan is correct.
When they're going over the Genesis device. Yeah.
Nicely
I
done.
love the
No.
realization moment. Those
The words left his mouth and he said,
The only points we have left are 400 and 500 level questions. So
it's about to get real.
Oh.
I'm sure, Christian, you still got a chance.
Yeah, man. I'm waiting for it.
Everybody still has a chance.
You know what? We're
honestly.
on the board, guys.
Yeah.
That's,
That's all that matters.
I'm happy.
No
I'm
one
so
has
happy
zero.
to be here. I'm on the
Okay.
board. I got one right. I'm Gucci.
Here we go. Oh, Captain, my Captain for 400. Which Star Trek captain was forced to impersonate a historical figure to preserve the timeline?
Hold on. Let me think. Come on, brain.
Jason.
Benjamin Sisko.
Nice. That is correct. Did anyone else know that?
I did. I
Nope.
The Bell riots. Anyway, it actually was supposed to happen this year.
Oh.
Or last year in Star Trek history. Yeah. And he had to impersonate the
Things were pretty rough by this point in the Star Trek timeline.
Yeah, anyway, so he had to impersonate the historical figure because I think they got killed.
What?
And would have destroyed the timeline. So yes.
All right.
Corey's like, okay.
Whoop.
That makes so much
Sure.
sense to me. Yeah,
Okay.
you're right.
Deep Space Nine is good.
Yes.
Starfleet's finest for 400. Which chief medical officer is a denobulin? Jesus, Jason. Yes?
Phlox.
Phlox
I thought you said something else.
is
I was like,
correct.
wow. Well,
Just no flocks given. Let me tell
Phlox for
you.
400 was correct. Nice. The Trek effect for 400. Which alien race did Ronald Reagan say reminded him of Congress?
Oof.
How do politicians feel about each other?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
I mean, they all seem like a bunch
Christian?
of Ferengi to me, but
Vulcans?
Incorrect.
That would have been a compliment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't
Brit?
know. Besides, I thought of
Oh
that.
no. Andorian?
Incorrect. Josh?
Cardassians.
Incorrect.
Oh. That would have been the best answer.
Jason?
Klingons.
Klingons.
Ah!
You know what?
I was
see it.
I was thinking that
That was
before.
my.
I said
that
it.
was gonna be my second.
Well, I was like the ones that you had mentioned really hadn't been really explored yet until Next Generation.
That's
and
true.
It was after Reagan.
I
'cause
didn't
the
think
Next
in
Generation
context.
was 87. He left in
Yeah.
88.
So,
yeah.
I
And it's been all downhill since then.
No, the Star Trek has been good.
yeah.
Beyond the Stars for 400. Which infamous episode of The Next Generation is considered the series' worst?
I know which one it is, but I can't remember what it's called. If I can describe it, do I get the points?
Maybe. If you get close to the title, I guess. I don't know.
Just go for it, Josh.
Wait, I think it's called Code of Honor.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
That's not what I have.
Oh. It's pretty bad, are you sure?
How about this? If we don't get it, can you look up a synopsis of it and read us the synopsis, and then we guess?
Oh, that's a good.
Yeah, sure.
The one I'm thinking of, they go down to a planet that's African, essentially, and they kidnap a white girl.
Oof.
It was so bad that Jonathan Frakes says he would delete it from history if he could.
Wait.
Oh, I know which one it is. I know. Oh God, it's considered that one because it's basically just a rehash of season 2. It's the end of season 2.
Oh,
Oh God.
I would argue my answer is better.
Because they ran out of money.
Yeah, it was a budget thing,
Yeah, it
from
was a
what I
budget
remember.
thing, and I don't know the name of it.
It was essentially a flashback episode.
Shades of Grey.
Yeah. It was bad. But I disagree that it's
Yeah,
the worst.
I agree with Josh on.
Sorry about it.
It's
No,
okay.
that's cool.
All right. We have 4 questions left. They're all 500 question point. What?
Jason
500
is
point
cleaning
question.
up. Look
Nerd.
at that score.
Yeah, let's do a little score
Hey.
recap.
No, that's not.
Jason's in the lead with 2,800 points. So many points I can't even say it. Josh is in second with 700. Britt with 400. Cynthia with 300. And Christian with
100.
I'm just happy.
That is in
Both
Like,
points.
I'm just happy we're all on the board.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm happy we're all here.
I'm just happy to be here. I'm so excited.
Just can't hide it.
Engage for 500.
I'm so excited.
I should get the dun-dun-dun music in
Yeah,
here for these
you
last
should.
ones. Here we go.
I mean, it's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, but okay.
Yeah, whatever. What weapon did Kirk and Spock use when they fought for possession of T'Pring during the weird characters are throwing me off?
Yeah.
During Spock's Ponfar ritual and
Ponfar?
Amok time. I don't know.
I can't tell you the name of the damn thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember what it's called.
But the
Yeah.
Christian?
A phaser.
It wasn't.
That's a good guess, but incorrect.
Cool. It's a good guess.
It was a good guess. It was a very tricky guess. I don't remember what it's called. It has a Vulcan name.
Couldn't tell you.
I don't speak that language. I don't know.
Was that a guess? Was that a... Oh.
No.
I mean, it's like a spear with a giant scythe at the end of
Yeah,
it. But like,
yeah,
I
it's
can't
like
remember what it's called.
Hold on, wait. Because the only thing I can think is Batleth, but isn't that?
That's Klingon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I know that one's Klingon, but it's also with giant.
Yeah.
Kirk.
So
We don't know the name of it.
you guys are saying a spear?
No, it's like a staff with an axe head with a curved
Yeah.
axe head
So
on the end of
you
it.
guás are... That's what it is.
Don't
I
know what
just
the
looked
hell
up.
it's called.
Yeah.
That's what it
Yeah.
is.
A sickle?
So I'll say you guys got that, but I guess I can't give you points for it. It was a Lurpa.
Oh, of
Oh,
course.
duh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you guys did have the
If I had
shovel.
$1 for every Lurpa.
Yeah.
But if you're curious, this is a Lurpa.
Yep. That's
Yeah,
exactly
that
what I was
thing.
picturing.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's even spot.
Dua Lurpa.
Ha! Duo Lurpa. Because there was 2 of them.
Ah,
We got there.
Yeah.
I like that. That's funny.
A dual Lurpa!
Dua.
Because they were dueling.
So
Dual
dual.
Lurpa?
We got there.
Dual-
Dual.
Dua-
Dual Lurpa.
Dua Lipa? Duro.
To do it or not to do it.
This sounds like this sounds like an older generation trying to talk about Dua Lipa. You know, Dual
That-
Lurpa.
That woman with
Lurpa.
2 lips.
Dual Lurpa.
The 2-lip woman.
Oh.
Lips. Dual lip.
Dual Lurpa.
Okay.
All right.
We got there.
Did we?
First contact for 500. Who created the Bajoran wormhole? Jason, you look like you did on an accident. Do you want this?
The Bajoran wormhole was created by the wormhole gods, the prophets.
You're doing great.
The prophets is correct.
So that sounds like
The
my answer.
wormhole gods.
They were created by wormhole
I can't believe
gods.
you got a right answer
pretty
after saying
rough.
wormhole gods.
It triggered just
Whatever
a
word.
process.
It was your
Whatever
thought process.
word.
That's
Don't Google wormhole gods.
take you to a weird place.
Also involves waffles, I heard.
Oh,
Oh God.
All right,
The
we got
worst internet.
2 more.
okay.
The Trek Effect for 500. Who was the first real astronaut to appear in any Star Trek episode? Jason.
Mae Jemison.
That is correct.
Let's
Let's
go.
go, Jason. Wow.
She was a transporter operator, I believe.
What's the C stand for?
I don't know.
Carrie. May Carrie Jemison. I don't know. Cecilia.
Carter.
There's actually a fun fact. That's actually a high school in Huntsville is named after that same astronaut.
Ah,
Jemison High School.
you know what? That makes a whole lot. I was like, whoa, what are the odds? Very high.
I mean, you have Grissom. Hi, you got. Is Ed White still
No.
middle school?
Oh,
Ed
middle
White?
school. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Ed White.
Oh no, it's not.
White's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
All right. Starfleet's finest for 500. This is our last question of the game. Good call. All right. So, anyone still eligible to win here?
No, at this
Aside
point,
from
we're just seeing by how
Jason?
much Jason.
I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty close.
Should we do winner takes it all for this
No.
one? All right, cool. Here we go. Last question. Starfleet's finest for 500. Who serves as the communications officer in the final episode of Star Trek, the original series?
Oh.
Anyone?
Good question.
Bueller. Really?
Don't have a clue.
Lieutenant Lisa.
Dan.
What'd you say?
Dan.
Lieutenant Lisa.
Don't know that
yeah,
one. Never
I don't
heard
know
of
her.
Lieutenant Lisa.
Well, there you go. So, who do we think won?
Obviously, Christian.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Obviously.
This
It
is-
was Jason.
This is golf scores.
So the final tallies, obviously Jason won with 3,800 points.
Oh, I don't think we need to go.
Nah, we don't.
Josh
That's it.
got
That's
second
it.
place
And ended up said
with 700 points.
And
Brett.
the others.
Third place with 400 points.
My one question, man.
Yeah.
But it was a doozy.
Cynthia with 300 points. Christian, 200 points.
right on.
We all got on the board. Look at
Yeah.
that.
We did.
We did.
Andrew's
Look
up.
at us go.
I'm pleasantly happy with myself.
No, that's because the first
That was
one
impressive.
the first one was
Very.
just a knockout, so I can see you get happy with this.
Yes.
Technically, those 200 points are Jason's, but he gave it.
Yeah.
to
Didn't Jason also win the Star Wars trivia game?
He did.
Mhm.
All right.
Nerd.
I
So
need.
who's the real
I
nerd
need
then?
more of a life. I think.
No, that's what no. That's what this channel is all about: is being comfortable and being a nerd
You know
about
what? That's
all
right.
this stuff.
That's right. You know what?
So you
That's
should
right.
be proud of how much you know about this.
That's right.
It is impressive.
It really is. It's cool. I learned a lot.
Yeah.
Don't remember it, but I learned it.
Yeah.
Is that even?
Just like
That's not learning.
Alright.
That's not learning.
Sweetheart, how do you feel about this? You wanted to play it so bad. You got 300 points.
I really wanted to. I wanted to play it because I knew there would be I thought I'd get a couple questions. I guess I got a couple, but I wanted to learn the stuff I didn't know, and I learned so much.
She loves learning.
I do love learning. I'm like a sponge.
Spud Cynthia SquarePants.
All right. Well, if you made it all the way through this episode, thank you for tuning in. Let us know in the comments below how you were doing as we played along in this game. If you have not already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@EatSleepNerd. If you're listening on the go, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere you listen to podcasts. Our show is called Eat Sleep Nerd. And please share us with our friends and family? Your friends and family. I mean,
you
I guess
know
our
them.
friends
Yeah.
and family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
fine.
Why not? Share us with everyone.
We bugged them enough.
Yeah.
You're all our friends now.
Christian,
What's up?
it's been a while. What are 3 things that nerds should be doing before they go watch some Star Trek?
Why do you look so confused?
Why does he look at
What
it like
could
that?
possibly be the answer?
It's really tough.
Eat, sleep, nerd.
There you go.
Yeah, perfect.
Take it easy, people. Thumb in?
No,
In?
thumb out.
Thumb out.
Why do you always do that?